Hello YouTube, it's PS3 Gaming Scotland here and welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are well and gaming lots. So in today's video I thought with the PS5 just around the corner I wanted to do more digging and look into the PS5 Dualsense controller and how it will affect games going forward. So that is what we're going to be doing in this video. In today's video we'll be looking at some potential PS5 games. Yes, some of these games will be on the PS4, however I will be looking at the PS5 versions, some of the spec off the PS5 controller and see how it will improve our overall experience of the game. Now if you want to have a full look at the PS5 specs, I will leave a link to the article that I'm looking at down in the video description. However, all of this information is coming from one of the official PlayStation magazine. I'm not sponsored by PlayStation, the PlayStation magazine, or any other company involved with PlayStation. I am just a massive PlayStation fan and I love delving into different PlayStation related news, topics and all that sort of goodness. So yeah, let me know your thoughts below in the comment section. Let me know if you're looking forward to the PS5 launch, whether you'll be picking the PS5 up at launch or not. I personally won't be, which is a real shame. However, in today's video we'll be looking at the features of the PS5. So sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy today's video. So how it's going to work is I'm going to be looking at a handful of PS5 games and how the controller is going to be used to enhance these games going forward. I'm going to be specifically looking at the adaptive triggers and the haptic feedback. So yeah, let's get a look into some of the PS5 games. So first up we have Demon's Souls. So Demon's Souls is obviously an 11-year-old PS3 game that is getting the full remake, remastered treatment, and it's going to be a launch title on PS5. Built around careful, considered combat with weight and impact, Demon's Souls is a fantastic game to showcase the Dualsense controller's haptic feedback. Sword strikes and spell casting will have different sensations throughout the adaptive triggers, and you'll be able to feel a perfectly parried attack through your fingers. Success will be felt, not seen. Even pulling a lever to open a gate will result in a distinctive sensation in your palms. And I quote, "This is something that Rumble could never do," shares Gavin Moore, SIE Japan Studios creative director. Haptics are integral to the experience, to immersing the player in the world and adding to the gameplay. The visual, oral and tactical working together takes this new generation of gaming into the future. That's how Demon's Souls will improve. Obviously we can't really see the full effects of it until it's in our hands ourselves, but that sounds fantastic actually. So next up, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Shooting of a less magical but equally explosive kind is central to the return of Ratchet and Clank in the descriptively puntacular Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. The duo are debuting on PS5 with a massive arsenal of wild, inventive weaponry, and the way you interact with those guns is now more personal than ever. So talking of the adaptive triggers for this chaotic platformer shooter, so basically one of the directors at Insomniac Games goes on to say, so he talks about the Enforcer, which is a new weapon. So the Enforcer is a dual-barreled shotgun type weapon. As you pull the trigger you'll fire from one barrel and you can feel resistance around halfway down the trigger. Need a bigger blast? Pull the trigger through that resistance point and you'll fire both barrels at the same time. So that's really innovative and really exciting to hear. That's awesome. So next up we have Marvel's Spiderman Miles Morales. So combat is the focus of this web swinging launch title, and Insomniac Games that gives us a taste of how we'll use the DualSense in Marvel's Spider-Man. So it allows us to feel what it's like to be an electrically charged wall crawling superhero. So they reveal that when you hold down square to use Miles' Venom Blast in a fight, you feel a cracking sensation on the left side of the controller as it builds up, which then shifts to the controller's right side when you release it. There's also going to be something to do with the stealth ability, a new feature for that, as well as knowing where the attacks are going to be coming from. So they're basically saying because of the high resolution of DualSense wireless controller's haptic system, we can really push the dimensionality of the feedback, says creative director Brian Horton. That sounds awesome. So looking at Ghostwire Tokyo, the devs are keen to emphasize that haptic feedback doesn't just enable you to feel more, but to feel more acutely. This way we can offer players very detailed textures, nuances, allowing for everything from large scale vibration to little touches here and there. Given the game is built around using hand gestures to magically strike the ghostly ghouls and demons haunting Tokyo's photoreal streets, the use of the controllers feels like a match made in heaven and hell. So next up we have Sackboy A Big Adventure. So one of the directors of the game says the DualSense will allow you to feel what Sackboy feels. He mentions a weapon mode on R2 that will allow the adaptive triggers to offer feedback when Sackboy uses a grappling hook, and also convey a sense of tension when he is carrying an object around the stage. That sounds excellent. So Astrals Playroom. So obviously Astrals Playroom will be pre-installed on all PS5s, but this article says the DualSense features will make make him a star. So Astral steps can be felt running on plastic, metal, sand and even splashing in water. So the focus here is on utilising the haptic feedback and representing the feel of the worlds Astral has to travel through. The controller, whether that's running over its icy environments or struggling to walk through wind, the concept of feeling the world is present. That's a significant step forward in immersion, says the director. I tried turning haptic feedback off once and could not believe how much I missed it. It is a game changer for sure, he goes on to say. The Dualsense is one tool in PS5's box of tricks, and it looks like it could have inspired developers to experiment and innovate titles and suggest the Dualsense could alter how we play for good. So there you go guys, that has been some insight into some of the PS5 games and how by using the PS5 Dualsense controller we will effectively change gaming forever. Whether you believe that or not, that's another thing entirely, but that is the end of today's video. As always, let me know your thoughts below. I've really enjoyed looking into the PS5 controller itself into a bit more detail, but yeah, let me know your thoughts below. We really can and won't find out until we have it actually in our hands and we can play it for ourselves. Thank you very much indeed for watching. I've been PS3 Gaming Scotland and I'll see you on another video. Thanks very much indeed guys, bye bye.